SVG-TV Evening News and Sports for Thursday, November 7th. I'm Khalil Kato. The staff of the Ministry of Agriculture is being urged to go out into the fields more and engage farmers. The appeal came from Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, who was addressing a workshop here earlier this week on good governance and food security, organized by the OECS Secretariat and the Food and Agricultural Organization. Dr. Gonsalves told the gathering that farmers have a view of the ministry which is not good, even so that some of them have asked him whether he can abolish the ministry.
Of course, they don't mean it. But the Rays, I began by telling you, they are among the most critical people. They feel that too many of the people in the Ministry of Agriculture, well, I don't know if there's a situation in other OECS countries, but I suspect it might be the same thing. You have more people with bachelor's and master's degrees per square kilometer of territory in the Ministry of Agriculture than anywhere else in the government. You have more cars, more vehicles parked up per square kilometer. And a lot of the new people we have, modern people in the ministries of agriculture, enough of them don't want to go out in the field.
According to the PM, the ministry staff ought to interface with the farmers and deliver advisory services, assist in the production of agricultural commodities, and link farmers to Parliament and Cabinet. However, he says they seem unable to carry out these mandates because they don't want to go into the fields, a mindset which the current Minister of Agriculture and other ministry officials have been trying to change.
This is why when I tell the Ministry of Agriculture, when you send me a briefing, don't give me the long preamble. Give me a page and a half. Because there is no ministry as notorious for giving you lengthy papers on a simple, straightforward subject like the Ministry of Agriculture. If they write in your paper on dealing with Black Sigatoka, they have to give you the history of the family of the banana plant. About 5 or 6 pages. So you have to skip over that until you reach. No, really. So governance has to be also with effectiveness.
Coconut oil producers in Sandy Bay are now better equipped for production. Earlier today, a one-year UNESCO-sponsored enhancement of coconut oil project climaxed with a closing ceremony. Over 30 members of the Sandy Bay coconut oil producers came together at the Sandy Bay Learning Resource Center to mark the end of the project and took the opportunity to showcase the accomplishments of the group with a mini display of the products and improvements in marketing. The objectives of the project were to educate persons on techniques and best practice for coconut oil production, to build management skills among the coconut oil producers, and to supply producers with basic equipment to increase production and quality of the oil. Senior Technical Officer of Rural Transformation, Coral Thompson, said the project was funded at a cost of $900,000 by UNESCO with support from the government of SVG.
We have to look at what government side, because we pay to come here and manpower and all of that has a cost. The objective of this project are, 1, to educate producers on the techniques and best practices for coconut oil producers, to build management skills amongst the coconut oil producers, and to supply them with basic equipment to increase production and the quality of the oil.
Meanwhile, residents of Sandy Bay are being encouraged to work together to enhance the production of coconut oil. Speaking at today's closing ceremony, Area Representative Montgomery Daniel says there is a large quantity of coconuts in the area and they should be utilized to their fullest capacity.
And knowing for a fact that
coconut oil is a delicacy, and it is used in countries like the Great United States of America as one of health care. I thought it best. Let us try and see how we can improve on what we have.
Daniel believes that if an industry is fashioned, the export income will be increased significantly as it relates to the production of coconut oil.
That we can afford to take that kind of market. I am sure that many of us are going to be much better off. We have started. You have had a training in how to really develop this product in a more health conscious way and how to get a better product overall. But let me say to you, we have just started.
And according to the area representative, the coconut oil producers have a long way to go if they are to capture and capitalize on the regional and international markets.
Very soon, you will have the Argyle International Airport on stream, and you can have access to markets overseas. It is for us to begin to find the products that we can afford to capture these markets and to bring better benefits to all of us.
The local Bureau of Standards is currently preparing to host a meeting with construction workers and other stakeholders to discuss standards in the construction industry. That's according to the director of the Bureau, Ezra Ledger, who noted that they are currently making the necessary provisions for the meeting.
Yeah, we have done this initially, but we didn't have as much concrete block makers because from our last survey we have about 40 persons involved in this particular sector. So we're gonna try as much as substantially capture these this person in this sector. We're going to do training in a particular standard. At the same time, we'll start the registration process. So we'll have an idea of the persons involved in the location. Because once this program starts, what we're going to do, we'll be publishing a positive list publicly so that persons can make informed choice.
Over 10,000 Moringa trees are expected to be planted in the country by year end. Dion Cush of the Richmond Vale Academy told SVG-TV News that the tree planting exercise will help to fight global warming and climate change here, noting that the plant is also nutritious.
The plant contains almost 90 important vitamins and antioxidants to fight diseases and illness and to treat them. It can be used in any form you want it, in your diets, in your meals, and Leticia will tell you more how to use the leaves, the pods, the flower, about more in your cooking, because she's more of that. So the idea is to encourage you guys to come to Richmond Vale and get your trees before they go. We've almost given out like 2,000. And we plan to go across to the Grenadines to give out more.
And Leticia Fernandez, also a student of the Academy, spoke of the many ways in which the Moringa plant and leaves can be used.
You can use the Moringa from the leaves to the pods, the seeds and the flowers. So first with the leaves you can dry the leaves, and after 2 weeks you can use as a tea. First you put the leaves and you boil the water separately, because if you boil the leaves with the water they can lose the nutrients. And you can use the fresh leaves raw in the salad, or like they do in Africa in the sauce you mix with spices, with spinach also. The flowers you can use as a tea. You dry the flowers, you use in the tea. And the pods you can use as asparagus. You wait that they grow as 1 centimeter diameter and they are green fresh, and you cook as asparagus. And the seeds, you can also cook fresh seeds.
Meanwhile, Dion Kush took time out to list some of the many health benefits that can be derived from the Moringa plant.
The illnesses that Moringa can treat is cancer, diabetes, hypertension, arthritis, common flu, diarrhea. It also boosts your immune system, like for HIV positive people, it boosts the immune system. It also used as a supplement because it contains omega, it has iron. So like Leticia said, you use the tea, you can use it in your salads, in your rice as a spinach or a callaloo. So come on down St. Vincent to Richmondville Academy and get your Moringa tree, or call us on 458-2255.
And Elijah Verneman told persons interested in getting the Moringa plant that it grows very easily without fertilizer.
Here you see a Moringa tree. This one is already 4 months old. They grow really easy from seeds, and it just takes like 4 months until they're this big. If you want to use them to harvest, like the leaves, you should actually keep them short, because then the leaves are at the height that we can use. Because if you let them grow, they will grow as big as this tree, for example. So they grow really big if you let them grow. Just when you plant seeds, don't use fertilizer, because they're growing very fast on their own.
The trees can also be obtained at Heritage Square on Friday, November 15th between 2 and 5 p.m. The planting of the Moringa tree is being supported by the Environmental Management Department.